In this video, I'm going to build up this tower. But we have a little problem. This gigantic clock tower here requires a lot of andesite. Basically from here all the way up to here. And I have 0 andesite. There's 2 ways of getting andesite. We can either mine it directly, or we can combine this diorite with cobblestone. Just like this. I think both methods are valid. So let's mine. I'm Plato, and this is Plato's Republic. We have a couple different options when it comes to mining. We can either work on this area right here because I need to chop off basically all of this land here, or we could fly back home to Plato's Republic where I know there's some andesite underground. But if I'm being honest, there's not a lot of reason to mine back home, and I actually see some andesite right here. So I think at least to start, we should start cutting out this land here because there's so much we have to get rid of anyway. We might as well make the best of both worlds. Obviously making specific emphasis on this andesite. I don't know why I ever picked this block to work with. It's not like it's farmable or something, but to be honest, in the future, I think I'm going to be building a city. Manhattan, that is. And once again, I feel like we'll be using lots of andesite in that, so I might as well get used to it. I found a little pocket here, and yes, I made a mess of the area, but hey, andesite is andesite, huh? This is what it looks like when we started, and that is after. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this looks like a lot, and we did get rid of this whole little island here, but that was about 2.5 shulker boxes of andesite, so we're not really making good headway, but I think that may be enough to do what we need to do today, so let's give it a shot. It is time to start building up our clock tower. And I think we're gonna build this basically right all the way up to almost this top spot right here. At that point, this is going to jut outward and we'll put a little bit of stone in. So let's get to it. I believe the easiest way to do this is going to be go up by 3 blocks and then smooth it all out so that we're basically doing the same height each time. Because once we get it even, plopping down 3 at a time is so much easier. Just boom, 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 boom. So we need to even it all out first. Now that it is all flattened off and straight, we can get started by doing the easy work, which is just placing 3 blocks at a time. In fact, you could just hold down the button and make it real simple, just like this. Oh, but I'll see you in a while because this is probably gonna be like a couple hours of me doing this, and I don't think you guys are that interested. See you when we're a bit higher, or we run out of andesite. Just as I suspected, we are out of andesite. A little over 2 shulker boxes, and we made some progress, but I'd say there's at least another shulker box and a half. We'll probably go for another 2 just to be sure. That's a lot of andesite, and I know what you're thinking. It looks so plain. Don't you worry, there are many details that we're going to be adding on to this beautiful wall, including some windows and some other jut outs and a bunch of details. This is just the beginning. Take this as an example of the type of detail I like to put into my builds. Okay, this is a little bland too, but don't worry about it. It's gonna look good, I promise. Now, I could get back to mining all that out, but honestly, it was boring. So I'm going down here, underneath the castle. This is where we're gonna put the Chamber of Secrets, but also there's lots of materials that we need here. So instead of boring you with more mining, I'm just gonna fast forward and get this material. Oh boy. Yeah, I definitely didn't die twice while gathering these materials. That didn't happen. Nope. Creepers could never get the best of me. That's just not possible. Okay, so note to self, this is a much better method of getting andesite. I would have been done with my video like 7 hours ago if I wouldn't have been worrying about mining out my lake. There's just tons of andesite down in these caves, whether that's diorite mixed with cobble or just straight up andesite. I've found a ton of both. In the future, don't be dumb, basically. In a quarter of the time, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 shulker boxes of andesite. Never do it the other way again. The good news is we can easily get all of this done today, and let's go ahead and build up to the top of this level up here. All right, now that I've got the height where I want it, I just need to start blending it with some more waves. The reason I do this is because I'm going to be adding in some shadows, because right above this, there's going to be another ledge, kind of like this ledge here. And I want to make sure we have a nice shadow underneath. I like to use this tuff as the shadow. And the reason we're putting a shadow here is we're going to have a nice little overhang here, and it makes it blend in better. Perfect. Now everything is ready to go for tomorrow's video. If you want to see me build up the overhangs as well as detail this whole build, go ahead and click that video right there. It's coming out tomorrow on Wednesday. Quick shout out to my Patreon supporters. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. I also play on a server with them, so that's pretty cool. If you want to join us, then go ahead and click that link in my bio.